So that also can be another way to tunjuk that mungkin they're leaving it out for a reason. Not because that is tak penting, tapi it's also because like a lot of people think that just because they don't put it means it's not important. Salah, okay? Because pembentukan Malaysia dan cabaran selepas pembentukan Malaysia sangat-sangat relevan untuk negara kita hari ini. Because ingat kita we became Malaysia, Persekutuan Malaysia only in 1963. So you have to remember we are still babies lah compared to the rest of the world. So hari ini kita nak buat bab 5. Kak Sarah nak fokus on, say for example, jawatan kuasa antara kerajaan. I want to take a look at Suruhanjaya Kobok. Kalau masih tak faham apa itu Suruhanjaya Kobok and macam mana Suruhanjaya Kobok sebenarnya tak sama dengan Suruhanjaya Read. Sebab sebenarnya dalam buku teks kita tingkatan 4 dan tingkatan 5 kita sebenarnya belajar 2 je Suruhanjaya yang sangat-sangat penting dan menggunakan nama like orang barat, and that is Suruhanjaya Read, Lord Read dan juga Suruhanjaya Kobok. So Suruhanjaya Kobok is untuk tingkatan 5 bab 5 because kita orang ingin mendapat atau meninjau pendapat penduduk di Sabah dan Sarawak. Nak ke tak? Okay, nak menyertai Malaysia ke tidak? Alright, that is Suruhanjaya Kobok. Suruhanjaya Read is tingkatan 4, kita belajar dalam bab 9 selepas pilihan raya, kerana lepas pilihan raya pertama kita 27 Julai 1955. Okay, before all of that lah, okay, before kita dapatkan ketua menteri kita ada majlis perundangan persekutuan, kita kena memastikan yang kita ada perlembagaan negara. Kenapa kita perlu ada perlembagaan negara? Because kalau kita nak jadi negara merdeka, negara bebas dan daulat, negara yang daulat mesti ada perlembagaan tersendiri. Kita dah tak ada kuasa lain atau kuasa luar campur tangan. So, kita perlu ada perlembagaan. I talk about this so much, right? Perlembagaan, or constitution. It is undang-undang tertinggi, undang-undang tertinggi negara kita. Okay? Tak ada apa dalam negara kita yang lebih luhur, lebih agung daripada perlembagaan kita. Always remember that. That is why perkataan perlembagaan tertakluk dalam kita orang punya rukun negara. Kan prinsip-prinsip rukun negara kita. What do you mean, Wei En? The name come from the same person? What you mean? The name come from the same person. Huh? Wei En, sila jelaskan. What do you mean? Are you talking about Suruhanjaya Read and Suruhanjaya Kobok? Is that it? Auntie. Ya betul. Apanya? Suruhanjaya Kobok. Oh, makcik. Okay. Ingat ya, kita orang punya nama, kenapa Suruhanjaya itu dikenali sebagai Suruhanjaya Kobok atau Suruhanjaya Read kerana pengerusi mereka. Okay, the chairman, the person that is going to handle the Suruhanjaya. Ingat Suruhanjaya dalam bahasa Inggeris is commission. Commission means like, I commission you to do something. That means your job is to do something, right? Okay, so commission is also like when you pay somebody to do something. So their job is to do what? Suruhanjaya Read, kerja dia orang untuk merangka perlembagaan ataupun memberikan draft perlembagaan. Okay, so you have to remember that Lord Read and then all the other guys that will be part of Suruhanjaya Read, mereka semua macam merupakan pakar undang-undang. Because a lot of them ada hakim atau pernah bekerja dengan pentadbiran kerajaan British. Okay, like for example, one of them was Pesuruhjaya Tinggi untuk Australia. So you have to know that mereka like sangat arif dalam undang-undang. That's why they know how to come up with the undang-undang. They know how to come up with the perlembagaan. Janganlah suruh ketua menteri kita, ya betul. Ketua menteri pertama kita Tunku Abdul Rahman pernah ke London untuk belajar menjadi like belajar undang-undang. Yes, correct. Tetapi Tunku Abdul Rahman merupakan ketua menteri kita. His job is to execute, right? To menjalankan pentadbiran untuk negara kita lepas negara kita dah merdeka. So Tunku Abdul Rahman tak ada kepakaran dari segi undang-undang. Okay, yes, dah belajar tetapi never really put it into practice. So you need other people who are experts to do it for you. That is Suruhanjaya Read, okay? And so, setiap Suruhanjaya mesti ada pengerusi, mesti ada macam satu boss lah, okay? That boss is going to be around to check like, you dah buat kerja ke, jangan pergi lunch lama sangat, okay? So the idea here is the person that will be in charge to take care of the job. Okay, you have to know that Lord Kobo is Lord Kobo lah. Okay, Lord Kobo is I think his name is like Cameron Kobo or something like that. Okay, and then the other person, his name is Lord Reed. Lord Reed, if you see in the buku text of Form 4, Lord Reed has like a bit of a misai. Okay, and Suruhanjaya Kobo, the uncle don't have misai. Okay, I try to see dalam buku teks ada ke tak. Okay, it's very helpful because bila Kak Sarah belajar kat sekolah dulu, this is the only way I can remember Lord Reed dengan Lord Kobo. Okay, sekejap minta maaf. Mana ni ya Rabbi? Suruhanjaya Kobo. Ini. Mana. Suruhanjaya Kobo, okay. Mana ada they just accidentally have the Read name. Satu is Suruhanjaya Read, satu lagi Suruhanjaya Kobo. So it's two different people. Pakcik, Anak Ciam, mana you dapat idea ni? Yang dorang Read, nama Read tu, Read is like, yes, pengerusi, Suruhanjaya. So this one, this fella right here is Cameron Kim Cobbold. Okay. I think he was like governor of the Bank of England or something like that lah. Okay. Not like you need to know, but like just for you to know. Okay. Kejap. Kak Sarah carikan Lord Read beri gambar supaya you boleh ingat. Okay. You know what? That they have is not the one with the misai. Oops, my bad. I always forget. Is Sir Ivor Jennings is the one that has the misai. I always forget. Minta maaf, nasib baik I ingat. Okay. Okay, so this is one Lord Reed is also so scary one. Okay, kejap. Okay. He's a judge, by the way. Mana ni gambar dia? Kenapa susah sangat nak cari gambar ni? Okay. Minta maaf. Sir Ivor Jennings is the one that has the misai. Okay, because Sir Ivor Jennings punya gambar dia sama page, the next to Lord Reed. Okay, this fella is a very scary pakcik. Okay. I believe this one. You know what? I'll just show you in the book text. Okay. This one. Okay. Okay. Text. Tengok sini. Nampak ni. Okay. Nampak ni. Okay. Lord Reed, Sir Ivor Jennings. Okay. Then kita ada William McCall. Okay. Ada gambar. Ada. Ini dalam buku teks kita. Okay. Lord Reed, scary looking uncle. Suruhanjaya Kobo is just imagine Suruhanjaya Kobo is like a teddy bear uncle, and Lord Reed is a scary looking uncle. Because Lord Reed was a judge, okay, he considered as like one of the best judges in like Britain or something like that. So Ivor Jennings, Sir William McCall, dan kita ada Tuan B. Malik dan juga Hakim Abdul Hamid. So dalam buku teks nama mereka dikenali sebagai macam dia orang letak dia punya caption tu sebagai Hakim Tuan B. Malik dan juga Hakim Abdul Hamid. Banyak student ingat nama dia orang Hakim. No, okay, Hakim is as in their job, they are the judge. Okay, got it down. Ayo, okay. So Lord Reed and Lord Kobo, right? Okay, let me explain this to you lah. Okay, just remember that in the UK, sama macam kat Malaysia, semua yang kerja untuk kerajaan dan semua yang macam berkhidmat lah untuk kerajaan, whether they are royalty or dia orang macam pegawai or dia jadi ketua, maybe dalam parlimen ke apa-apa, they are all somewhat connected to each other. Okay, they're somewhat connected to each other. I'm not very sure about Lord Reed and Lord Kobo having a complete connection to each other, but it's a very small world. Same like how in Malaysia, it's a very, very small world, okay? Our Agong is married to another princess from another family, like they're all connected to each other, okay? Asalkan you ingat, Wayen, that actually the drama and the gossip tentang benda ni, it is not as important as tahu tentang Lord Reed yang merupakan pengerusi Suruhanjaya REIT untuk perlembagaan negara dan juga negara yang merdeka, jangan lupa, dan Suruhanjaya Cobalt untuk meninjau pendapat Sabah dan penduduk di Sabah dan Sarawak. Okay, if you want, after your SPM, maybe you can ask me, and then we can go and investigate whether Lord REIT and Lord Cobalt, maybe somebody married somebody or not, or maybe they just work together. Okay, I don't even think it's around the same time actually, because Lord Reed would die in 1970s or something like that, because he was much older than Suruhanjaya Cobalt, I think, than Lord Cobalt. Okay, it's just that they all know each other lah. Okay, faham? So Suruhanjaya Cobalt and Suruhanjaya Reed, kita belajar dua je untuk dengan nama orang Barat. Okay, so these two Suruhanjaya is very important. Okay, you have to know it by heart. Okay, you have to know the difference. Terima kasih. Okay. Dan sekarang sesiapa yang tengah tengok video ni, eventually one day, harap-harap you boleh faham lah Suruhanjaya Cobalt dengan Suruhanjaya REIT. So sekarang kita nak discuss tentang jawatan kuasa antarhubungan. Okay. So kita nak tengok jawatan kuasa antarhubungan. Oh my god, Kak Sarah tak habis kopi lagi hari ni. Jawatan kuasa antara kerajaan yang dikenali sebagai JAK. So ingat, dalam bab 5 kita belajar tentang apa? Kita nak membentuk Malaysia. Tetapi dalam proses untuk pembentukan Malaysia, kita sebenarnya ada banyak faktor kenapa kita nak membentuk Malaysia. Okay, and salah satu faktor is untuk keselamatan. Kan? Di Sarawak ada banyak ancaman komunis. Kita belajar nanti dalam bab 6, operasi Hammer and all that kind of stuff. Kenapa perlunya this persekutuan. Kenapa kita kena gabungkan semua kuasa kita di bawah satu pemerintahan atau satu pentadbiran? Because kita nak tolonglah kawasan-kawasan seperti Sarawak dan juga Singapura, kerana mereka ada banyak ancaman komunis ataupun banyak pengaruh komunis. So maybe in Sarawak ancaman dia komunis, tetapi di Singapura it's not just ancaman, it's more like, not like the guys are hiding in the hutan, tetapi macam ideologi komunis ataupun ideologi yang agak radikal mungkin akan mempengaruhi penduduk di Singapura. So that is why dari segi keselamatan. Of course dari segi kuasa dan pengimbangan. So kalau let's just say Tanah Melayu bergabung dengan Singapura sahaja, that means dia orang punya dari segi purata untuk orang Cina dan orang Melayu, okay, maybe a bit too close to each other, ataupun ada this, macam for example UMNO sangat bimbang that actually mungkin kalau kita just bergabung dengan Singapura, that means Singapura punya number of Chinese people, okay, will take over the number of Malay people di Tanah Melayu. Okay, so okay, how do we solve this problem? That is why the idea was to bergabung dengan Sabah Sarawak dan juga Brunei at some point. Okay, so all of this is untuk mengimbangi, like antara kaum, antara orang Bumi Putra dengan orang bukan Bumi Putra. Okay, but the reality is that penduduk di Sabah dan Sarawak memang sangat jauh dari segi macam budaya mereka, and of course agama mereka, dari segi like hidup mereka lah. Okay, nampak aja macam kita orang sama. Okay, we have almost same skin color, our language is quite similar, because there's this thing called keserumpunan. We all come from the same kawasan, iaitu kawasan Alam Melayu, the Malay world. Tetapi dari segi macam agama, segi budaya memang tak sama. Okay, so ada banyak penduduk di Sabah dan Sarawak yang, okay, maybe di Sabah kerana tak cukup pendedahan dari segi ilmu pengetahuan, okay, or dari segi persekolahan. So a lot of them actually dalam kawasan pedalaman don't even know what's happening in Sabah. Okay, tetapi di Sarawak, dia orang macam a lot of the people penduduk di Sarawak dan memang sangat-sangat how do I say this? They're very comfortable, or they're very used to keluarga Brooke, kan, yang memerintah kawasan mereka. So when the idea of Malaysia came into the picture, banyak macam sangat, obviously suspicious lah, macam motif, kenapa? So Suruhanjaya Cobalt is a way to go and check dengan all the penduduk di Sabah Sarawak. Okay, kita kena bentangkan idea itu kepada mereka, right? Kalau kita nak betul-betul nak Sabah Sarawak untuk join kita, nak jadi like satu persekutuan yang hebat, persekutuan yang sangat-sangat berkuasa, we need the support of people in Sabah Sarawak. Kita tak boleh just go, hey guys, kita nak buat persekutuan Malaysia, jom. jom join us, that's it. Tak ada guys, we have to make sure that mereka ada mereka boleh buat keputusan sendiri. Okay, we can't force people to do it, because if we force them to go in and then we go in and say you better join Malaysia now or else, that means apa bezanya kita dengan British? Sama je penjajah, right? So the concept was to go and bentangkan idea ini kepada semua ketua-ketua atau tokoh-tokoh tempatan di Sabah Sarawak dan juga di Brunei dan juga di Singapura. You should know the story by now, guys. Whoever that's watching, Wei En right here also, that at some point Singapura sangat excited nak join Malaysia, kerana Singapura tahu ada banyak ancaman ataupun ideologi komunis, ideologi radikal yang naik lah di Singapura. So Lee Kuan Yew sebagai the ketua parti People's Action Party or PAP, very worried. So that's why he said, I want to join. That's why eventually kita ada this referendum Singapura. Ingat, okay, apa perbezaan antara referendum dan juga pengundian? Okay, pengundian dalam pilihan raya. So dalam pilihan raya is elections kan, kita orang membuat keputusan atau kita melantik pemimpin kita atau melantik wakil kita melalui proses demokrasi, right? So amalan demokrasi. How do we do that? Pilihan raya. What is pilihan raya? Kita buang undi, right? We throw our ballot, not throw into the river. Buang undi is in the ballot box, in the peti, okay? And so with that, you have to remember that is for us to memilih or melantik wakil kerajaan kita dalam, say for example, sebab kita Malaysia ataupun Tanah Melayu at that time, it's sistem demokrasi berparlimen. Kita mengamalkan amalan demokrasi kan, tetapi dengan cara apa? Dengan parlimen, because not all 30 million of us can go inside the parliament, right? So what do? Kita just hantar kita punya wakil. That's why it's called Dewan Rakyat. Today dalam parlimen it's called Dewan Rakyat, because siapalah yang melantik all of this wakil rakyat? Kitalah sebagai rakyat. Itu tanggungjawab kita, okay? Hak kita sebagai rakyat, hak kedaulatan kita dalam negara yang sudah daulat, okay? That's the concept of pilihan raya, okay? Tetapi dari segi referendum is also buat undi, tetapi untuk hal-hal tertentu sahaja, tidak tertakluk kepada like pengundian untuk pilihan raya. So if elections is for us to vote for who is going to be our representative, referendum is to make a decision about something. Okay, Wei En? Okay, ingat is to make a decision about something. So referendum Singapura is like, for example, nak ke tak join Malaysia? Nak ke tak? So majority cakap nak, jom join. So, itu referendum. Okay, the closest and the newest referendum yang kita tahu dalam dunia hari ini, dunia moden kita hari ini, would be Britain, right? United Kingdom, they want to leave the European Union, right? And so that you keep hearing it everywhere in the news. It's called Brexit. So itu Brexit, okay? Brexit is Britain exiting European Union, okay? So itu berdasarkan referendum. The people of the UK, they actually chose to leave. Okay, so that's the decision. Again, kedaulatan dalam tangan rakyat. Kedaulatan merupakan hak rakyat, okay? Yes, betul. So pungutan suara rakyat actually, okay? It's not just suara, it's suara rakyat. It's people's voice. We choose what we make a decision about something, okay? Please know that's a difference. Okay? We make a difference. It's okay, no worries, I understand. So anything to do with like, okay, so for example, kalau satu negara nak macam memansuhkan institusi raja mereka, itu kalau kita nak buat keputusan, then that would be what we call referendum, not elections. Election is only for us to choose kita punya wakil kerajaan. Okay? Sama ada dari segi legislatif atau parlimen, ataupun kita punya, macam kalau Amerika, they get to choose their punya president. Okay? Kerana mereka punya sistem dikenali sebagai sistem republik. Completely different system from us. Okay? So again, that is referendum. Okay? Banyak sangat student yang macam masih keliru tentang referendum. Okay, so all of this together, lepas kita dah macam, kita dah ada this idea, kita excited, okay, kita kena faham tentang reaksi mereka. Reaksi orang di Singapura, okay, sangat excited, nak sangat join Malaysia, okay, because ini definitely ada faedah untuk mereka, because mereka perlu keselamatan, right, perlu perlindungan dan ingin keselamatan untuk negara mereka atau kawasan mereka, and Lee Kuan Yew needs the power, the help, okay. Untuk dari segi rakyat Malaysia ataupun dari segi tokoh-tokoh di Malaysia, banyak yang menyokong, okay, tetapi dari segi perbezaan pendapat, it's just that a lot of the members in UMNO don't really want to join with Singapore. They are okay, they macam, oh Brunei can, Sabah Sarawak can, but Singapore, I don't want to join with Singapore. Okay, and then for Sarawak, sebenarnya ada banyak yang menentang, yang macam at first macam tak apalah kita join, apa kata kita merdeka dulu, lepas tu baru kita macam bila kita kalau kita fail ke apa ke, macam tak boleh buat sendiri ke, baru kita join Malaysia. So Tuan Abraham macam mana boleh bro, you join dulu atau you don't join at all, right? So that is why kita nak meninjau pendapat penduduk tempatan di Sabah dan Sarawak. Okay, that is why Suruhanjaya Kobok is so important. Alright, so if you cannot find it in your buku teks, it's actually in page 100 of your buku teks untuk tingkatan 5, okay? Tetapi kalau langkah pembentukan Malaysia, kita kena faham dia punya proses. First and foremost, kita ada Jawatan Kuasa Setiakawan Malaysia, okay? So, okay, please remember ya, bila Kak Sarah pergi sekolah dulu, okay, it was not known as Jawatan Kuasa Setiakawan Malaysia. Kak Sarah belajar sebagai JPPM, iaitu if you see page 99, kita tengok JSKM dikenali sebagai Jawatan Kuasa Perundingan Perpaduan Malaysia. Okay, so perundingan is to discuss, perpaduan is to unite, right? Tapi sini Setiakawan Malaysia is actually also known as the Malaysia Solidarity Consultative Committee. So actually it's again for us to bersatu, and so JSKM is a way for us to meyakinkan penduduk Sabah dan Sarawak tentang pembentukan Malaysia. Like actually, bentangkan, you know, the idea. Macam mana kita nak melaksanakan, you know, pembentukan Malaysia. Macam mana kita nak berbincang, apa yang masalah you guys, apa isu yang mungkin you ada. So JSKM is a way to kind of like spread the word, sebarkan maklumat tentang Malaysia, and of course, yakinkan penduduk di Sabah dan Sarawak, especially who are not convinced, to please join us. Alright, so that's the very first one. Don't confuse JSKM dengan JAK. Big difference, okay? Selepas JSKM, baru diorang ada referendum Singapura, dan diorang buat rundingan London. Always must go to London, talk to the British, yakinkan British, and of course, dapatkan macam persetujuan untuk like berikan kemerdekaan ataupun berikan ruang untuk Singapura, Sabah dan Sarawak untuk dibebaskan, right? Dan masuk dan tertakluk dalam Persekutuan Malaysia. Then kita ada Suruhanjaya Kobok, right? Again, I want to be very, very sure. I don't want to force anybody. So Suruhanjaya Kobok sangat penting. Then we go to the last step sebelum kita membentuk Malaysia officially, where we kita buat perjanjian. Okay? The last step is Jawatan Kuasa Antara Kerajaan. Now, Jawatan Kuasa Antara Kerajaan is also known as JAK. Tolonglah guys. Kalau diorang dah letak JAK, okay fine, maybe you can just use JAK. Tetapi the first time you want to mention JAK, it has to be Jawatan Kuasa Antara Kerajaan. Same thing with JSKM, Setiakawan Malaysia. You must tell us what is the name of the Jawatan Kuasa. It's not the same with UMNO, it's not the same with SNAP, it's not the same with PAS, it's not the same because these are all party politik. And kalau diorang dah letak UMNO, MCA, MIC is fine. Okay? So JAK, you can see page 102, it's August 1962. So basically JAK ni macam, every time I want to explain, it's like it's a last push. It's a last push in order to menyediakan rangka perlembagaan and membentuk like perlembagaan kita berdasarkan kepentingan Sabah dan Sarawak. So Jawatan Kuasa Antara Kerajaan is like the last push to be like, okay, you tell me via Suruhanjaya Kobok that you okay to join us. So I'm going to come up with the perlembagaan yang baru because kita tak boleh guna perlembagaan dulu. Kita punya perlembagaan dulu is only untuk perlembagaan Tanah Melayu, right? So sekarang kita nak join dengan semua orang lain. So if everyone else, so how? We need to come up with a new perlembagaan. So, hey, Sabah Sarawak, what are some of the issues that you have? Hey, what is it that you nak letakkan dalam perlembagaan kita? Faham? Okay? You have to know the difference between Jawatan Kuasa Antara Kerajaan and Jawatan Kuasa Setiakawan Malaysia. Okay, so Wei-En, your job today is to jawab this soalan A, B, C, dan D. Okay, I'm going to share the screen with you. Okay, nampak Wei-En? Nampak? So wakil dalam jawatan kuasa. Oh, I see. You see Kak Sarah punya tak tidur punya business. Wakil dalam jawatan kuasa. Okay, mengapakah jawatan kuasa tersebut ditubuhkan? Apakah jawatan kuasa yang dibentuk di bawah JAK? Because you know it's got something to do with perlembagaan and something to do with like untuk melindungi kepentingan Sabah dan Sarawak, that kind of stuff. Okay. Yes, nampak, here comes the soalan. Mestilah. So kalau kita tak ada soalan and Wei En tak try ataupun all the other whoever that's going to see, kalau you tak try, you're not going to know how to answer it. You have to pass the jawapan back to me so that I know. So that I can tell you, you betul ke, you salah ke apa-apa ke, tak ada guna Kak Sarah just like asyik bagi you the list and then after that you just do and then I don't check. Macam. Okay? So please begin now. I give you about 15 minutes. Okay, this question here, melalui perbincangan dengan JAK, kepentingan Sabah dan Sarawak diutamakan, berikan ulasan anda. Sebenarnya ini bukan soalan kebat. Okay, this is not really a kebat question because this question is actually asking you to focus on some of the things yang menjadi teras utama dalam perlembagaan Malaysia. Okay, like some of the things that we included for Sabah and Sarawak. So it's not the soalan kebat. It's actually dalam page 102. Okay, so I would like you to start now. 15 minutes, Can? Baik, amin. Okay. 10:59 something. Okay, sudah Wei En, ready? Oh no, she's back. Wei En, can you hear me?
Yes, ready.
Amin, okay, ready? Baiklah, Wei En. Can you want to tell me, or you want to you just
Yes,
want
I
to
just read it out.
write it down? Sorry?
I will just use my
Tell me. Okay,
to be
baik.
faster for me.
Nyatakan wakil dalam antara jawatan kuasa antara kerajaan. Terima kasih.
So,
Apa wakil
wakil
dia?
dalam antara kerajaan ialah Ketua Setiausaha Peguam Negeri dari Sarawak dan Setiausaha Kewangan tak ingat. Wait, sorry, take two. Ialah okay. Wakil dalam jawatan kuasa antara kerajaan ialah Ketua Setiausaha Peguam Negeri dari Sarawak dan Sabah dan juga Setiausaha Kewangan dari Sarawak dan Sabah.
Okay.
Because I do not, they could ask for the name or the jawatan.
Very good. Because actually, diorang tanya wakil tau. Diorang tak tanya siapa yang dalam ataupun siapa pengerusi JAK. They ask you wakil. So you must tell me ada wakil dari Sarawak dan juga Sabah. Okay. So for example, kita tengok sini. Wakil Kerajaan British iaitu, well, Lord Lansdowne. Dan kita ada wakil Kerajaan Persekutuan Melayu iaitu Tun Abdul Razak. Kita ada wakil Sarawak ialah Ketua Setiausaha, let's say. And wakil Sabah, you can also say Ketua Setiausaha. You get it? So either one of the two. So you tell me wakil Sarawak ialah Ketua Setiausaha dan wakil Sabah terdiri daripada Peguam Negeri. Boom, that's your answer already. But your key answer you must have is wakil Sarawak, wakil Sabah, because dia orang tanya nyatakan wakil dalam jawatan kuasa ini. Faham? The representative, not the name of the person, the representative that is part of the jawatan kuasa. Okay? Let's go to mengapakah jawatan kuasa tersebut ditubuhkan?
Jawatan kuasa tersebut ditubuhkan untuk merangka perlembagaan dan membentuk keperluan melindungi kepentingan Sabah dan Sarawak.
Very good. So, hanya dua markah, hanya dua fakta yang ada dalam page 102. Tak ada benda lain yang kita boleh guna. Okay? Membentuk keperluan, menyediakan rangka perlembagaan. Rangka is a draft, don't forget that. Okay? Then we go back to jawatan kuasa yang dibentuk di bawah JAK.
Jawatan kuasa yang dibentuk di bawah JAK ialah Jawatan Kuasa Perlembagaan dan Jawatan Kuasa Perundangan dan Kehakiman.
Okay, very good. You sure you can remember that?
Yes, because they are connected. Because
very
perlembagaan
good.
dan undang-undang.
Very good. That's exactly it. Because mana ni ada perlembagaan, mesti ada perundangan. Tetapi ingat you cannot put perlembagaan dan perundangan. If you don't put dan perhakiman, then it's not jawapan yang sah. Faham? So kena jawatan kuasa kecil perlembagaan dan jawatan kuasa kecil perundangan dan kehakiman. Okay? Now, melalui perbincangan dengan JAK, kepentingan Sabah dan Sarawak, what is it?
Okay, this one, I just copy from textbook.
Aish, baiklah. Betul. Copy dan ngapain.
JAK mengusulkan 18 perkara. JAK mengusulkan 18 perkara bagi Sarawak dan 20 perkara bagi Sabah yang perlu dimasukkan dalam pelbagai persekutuan untuk menjamin hak serta kepentingan rakyat Sabah dan Sarawak. Contoh perkara yang diusulkan ialah bahasa Melayu merupakan bahasa rasmi persekutuan, tetapi Sabah dan Sarawak juga boleh menggunakan bahasa Inggeris sebagai bahasa rasmi. Selain itu, agama Islam ialah agama rasmi persekutuan, tetapi Sabah dan Sarawak dikecualikan. Selanjutnya, kuasa imigresen terletak di bawah kerajaan persekutuan, tetapi Sabah dan Sarawak diberikan kuasa tersendiri untuk mengendalikan hal ehwal imigresen. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I would tell you though, cut the first part. Because they're asking you, kepentingan Sabah dan Sarawak diutamakan. Dia just say, berikan ulasan anda, yes, kepentingan Sabah dan Sarawak diutamakan. Pertama, dari segi agama Islam. Agama Islam merupakan agama Persekutuan Tanah Melayu. Okay, Tanah Melayu tak, Persekutuan Malaysia, tapi dikecualikan ke atas atau dikecualikan kepada Sabah dan Sarawak. Dan kedua ialah bahasa Melayu yang merupakan bahasa rasmi Persekutuan Malaysia, tetapi Sabah dan Sarawak boleh menggunakan bahasa Inggeris sebagai bahasa rasmi mereka. Okay, so you don't necessarily need to give me all the rest. You just have to give me at least 2 fakta and then you have to explain the fakta. Okay. So agama Islam bahasa Melayu is kind of like the best one. So the question is actually asking you, kepentingan Sabah dan Sarawak, macam mana kita tahu kepentingan mereka diutamakan dengan perbincangan JAK? Yes, walaupun di Persekutuan Tanah Melayu, agama rasmi is Islam, tetapi it's not the same for Sabah dan Sarawak. Bahasa rasmi for Persekutuan Malaysia at that time was bahasa Melayu, tetapi tak payah untuk Sabah dan Sarawak, at least for the first 10 years, from 1963 to 1973. Okay? Okay. So, last question I want you to try is soalan kebat, and that is, pembentukan Malaysia memberi pelbagai faedah kepada negara. Okay, faedah, a lot of benefits. Pembentukan kita memberi pelbagai faedah kepada negara. Is it dari segi pelancongan? Is it dari segi keselamatan? Is it dari segi pengukuhan pentadbiran? Is it dari segi ekonomi? Right? You have to break it down. Ingat, mana ni ada fakta, ada dua huraian, ada contoh, and of course ada kesimpulan. Can you try this now, Wei En?
Yes.
All right, Bismillah, let's go. It should be done in like 10 minutes, okay?
Okay. Sarah,
Are we done?
I'm done.
Okay,
Yes.
Amin, you want to read it out loud?
Yes, I read out. Okay.
Sorry, I'm coughing again. Oh my god.
Pembentukan Malaysia memberi. Okay.
Minta maaf. I'm human. Okay. Baik, go.
Okay. Pembentukan Malaysia memberikan pelbagai faedah kepada negara kerana keselamatan negara dikekalkan. Hal ini disebut kerana keselamatan rakyat di Singapura dan Sabah Sarawak tidak diancam oleh komunis dengan kuasa pertahanan dan keselamatan yang lebih kukuh. Contohnya, ancaman komunis di Singapura dapat dibentuk melalui penyatuan dengan Singapura yang dapat memberikan kuasa kepada kerajaan persekutuan dalam bidang keselamatan dan pertahanan. Kesannya, keharmonian negara tercapai dengan pengukuhan bidang keselamatan dan pertahanan negara. Kerana itu, pembentukan Malaysia dapat mengembangkan ekonomi negara. Hal ini kerana kita dapat menggunakan sumber bahan mentah dan kedudukan strategik di seluruh negara dalam menjayakan bidang ekonomi seperti pelabuhan, pengeksportan dan pertanian. Contohnya, Sabah dan Sarawak mempunyai sumber petroleum yang kaya dan kita dapat menggunakan sumber tersebut untuk menjalankan aktiviti pengeksportan. Kesannya, ekonomi negara dapat berkembang pesat dan taraf hidup rakyat dapat ditingkatkan.
Okay, very good. I like it. Taraf hidup good, memastikan kemakmuran negara. Bila ekonomi negara kita berkembang pesat, ini akan memakmurkan negara kita, right? Dan seterusnya akan meningkatkan taraf hidup negara, taraf hidup rakyat dalam negara. Very good. Your contoh for the second fakta, you have to be big careful because bukan Sabah dan Sarawak yang ada sumber petroleum. It's only Sarawak. Okay, so you have to be a bit careful. Make sure you don't over whatever. Okay. I like the other ones. I think they're all good. A lot of the focus is on your economy. But now I think and keselamatan, you have to be a bit careful also, yeah, because Sabah tak ada ancaman komunis. Okay, Sabah's drama is another thing, right? I told you before, it's about like, all the pencerobohan. So we will consider that to be terrorism actually. Okay, so here I would say that it would be ancaman Singapore. So pay very close attention. Ancaman communist, like let's say you said Singapore, right? Then you say Sarawak rather than you say Sabah. Okay, you don't have to. You don't necessarily always have to be like, oh, Sabah dan Sarawak got the same issue, got the same drama, because they're two totally different areas. Okay, so pembentukan Malaysia, some other examples that I can give you also. Perpaduan kaum dapat diperkukuhkan kan dengan kalangan penduduk negara yang terdiri daripada pelbagai etnik. So because kita ada keunikan ini akan menjadikan Malaysia daya tarikan untuk kedatangan pelancong asing. Contohnya kita ada, for example, di Sarawak, in Kuching itself, they have the cultural village. A lot of people go there and find out about our culture. You don't just go and study about like Batu Caves in KL, but there's also the cultural village di Sarawak. Okay, so bila sektor pelancongan kita berkembang maju, well, obviously ini akan meningkatkan pendapatan negara kita. That's your kesimpulan, right? So ekonomi negara kita bertambah maju, ini akan menjadikan pendapatan utama kerajaan kita, that kind of stuff, right? So that is about perpaduan kaum. And also that is connected to our economy. Then the other one that you can also talk about is bilangan penduduk yang ramai, let's say dengan penggabungan Tanah Melayu, Sabah dan Sarawak, ini mengatasi masalah tenaga buruh. One of the biggest problems that we have is this issue of like workers, right? Migrant workers. So kalau kita ada cukup tenaga buruh di negara kita, then kita tidak perlu ataupun tidak memerlukan tenaga buruh luar, because there's our country's policy about getting foreigners to come and work in our country is very complicated. It can be very complex, and it can be a bit stressful. So by having enough people in our country means kita boleh mengatasi masalah tenaga buruh. So my spelling is negative as in F. I'm sorry, I have to fix this. Okay, so bila kita tidak memerlukan tenaga buruh luar, kita gunakan tenaga buruh dalam negara kita sendiri, negara kita punya keselamatan akan lebih terjamin because kita guna tenaga buruh tempatan. Alright, so we don't have to worry about like all the other things that foreigners will bring in. I don't love this answer, but it's a very helpful answer because this is something to do dengan dasar luar Malaysia. This is also something to do with the fact that negara Malaysia memang ada banyak sangat buruh luar. And you already can tell, you read the newspapers, there's a lot of issues with buruh luar, not just with the way they come into our country, but also the way a lot of companies, private individuals, the way they treat these buruh luar. So when we have our own tenaga in our own country, then at least it's easier to control. Yeah, you understand? So there's actually no such thing as a wrong answer untuk soalan ini tentang faedah. Okay, you gave fantastic answer about keselamatan. Keselamatan is also not just about ancaman komunis. It can be about tenaga buruh. Economy is also connected to sumber-sumber yang ada. It's also about pelancongan. It's also about perpaduan. They're all connected to each other. Okay, understand, Wei An? Okay so far? Boleh ya? Okay, so next week inshallah I will see you again. I want to do pilihan. We haven't done pilihan raya kan? Belum, right? Last week kita buat dasar luar.
Last time we have done it.
Oh, we did already?
Syarat.
Yes, then why is it I haven't done with you? I haven't done dasar luar, is it? Is it dasar luar?
Dasar luar. Macam dah.
Dah buat, that means kedaulatan kita belum buat. Kedaulatan kita dah buat. Okay, never mind. I'll try again next week. Okay, I will double check my notes and get back to you. Okay. Next week I nak try the operasi hammer, all the rusuhan kaum 13 Mei stuff lah, all the bab 6 untuk tingkatan 5. Okay. Alright.
And kan also kemakmuran negara.
Okay, can. Inshallah. I will include questions from there. Okay. And tell you the difference between dasar ekonomi negara dan dasar pembangunan nasional. Okay? InsyaAllah, I'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye, so cute lah.
Thank you, Kak Sarah.
No worries, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.